Welcome, podcast listeners. It is episode number 284 of the Fret Talk podcast. You are here with your host, Mr. BudgetPedalChap. That is me. Woo, woo, woo. You are joined by, oh my gosh, it is Josh.
Oh my gosh, it's Josh.
Oh my gosh, it's Josh. Woo. Boom, yeah. And we've also got Mr. Matt Quine. Say hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Hey. I mean, it's the dream team. We don't need to say it out loud. This is A1. Sorry, Lee. Just throwing shade straight, like, from the get-go. But yeah, so it's episode number 284, and we're here. How are we, gentlemen? How are we?
Tired.
I can agree with that.
Tired also.
Indeed.
I've had about 6.5 hours sleep since Saturday night.
Yeah.
Because the cough that I've had with this flu lurgy going on, it seems to kind of be just as I'm rolling, calming down to go to bed, it's suddenly like, now it's time to sing Song of My People. And yeah, it's not been a fun week.
Mate, you're preaching to the choir there. Like I had 2 nights 2 weeks ago where it was literally just no sleep at all. It was fucking horrendous. Fortunately, I'm getting over it now, so thanks for asking. It will be.
How are you doing?
It'll be less editing for my job this week. Last week it was 21 instances of coughing that I'd marked on the thingy. There were still a couple that got through the. Like if you listen to the actual podcast, there's about 2 or 3 coughs that are still in there. Just rest assured, listener, that there would have been another 21 had I not paid due diligence and marked them all off. Hopefully this week I'll grab them all. I've made it so that it's really easy for me to mark off the points in the podcast where I need to edit this week. So that's pretty cool. Gentlemen, as per usual, we're going to bask in the glory of our own doings this week. Who wants to go first? I think we should probably go Matt because our Josh has got a big meaty one this week.
Yeah, I've got a lot to talk about, so Matt can go first.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to rant at my bandmates because I rocked up to practice. Like, we decided to learn 4 songs.
Yeah.
And immediately as we got there, they decided to learn a different song that wasn't any of those 4 songs.
Standard. And
I was like, great, okay, I've not looked at this, but sure. I mean, it's like 4 chords, so that's fine. Immediately they then decide to drop the tuning. Or not drop the tuning, but, drop it down a bit to bring it. So it's Boys of Summer by Don Henley, and it's quite high up there. So, and Logan was just like, we'll bring it down to here. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. It's 3 chords.
Yeah.
Like, I can move a 1-4-5 chord sequence wherever you want me to move it.
Yeah.
That one was fine. Like, I was like, there's a guitar solo as well, but I'll just work out what key it is. And it sounds like it's played around the 12th fret, which means I just need to drop it down to whatever 3 semitones or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's pretty kind of straightforward, isn't it? That
it's going to be a fucking box shape. I just need to move the box shape down 3 frets. It's fine. And then we get to so we've gone for ridiculousness as because we haven't played for like 6 months. By the time we next gig, we're gonna just do something a bit ridiculous. So Bonnie Tyler's Total Eclipse of the Heart is one that was it'll go down a storm with drunk people.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. I'm for it right now, and I've not had a drink.
That is the opening chord of that is a B flat minor.
Yeah.
So I've learnt it with the opening chord being a B flat minor, and Lorcan goes, right, no, we're dropping it right down. The opening chord is not a B flat minor anymore. It's now an E minor. And I'm like, great.
No,
okay.
No, it's not, mate. No, it's not. I've only got a certain amount of fretboards, and I can't go down any further than that.
Yeah, but everything is low. So I was playing it, I put a capo on 1 because it's B flat minor, it's C sharp, it's fucking, F and A flat. And I'm like, okay, this is capo 1, really simple stuff. Yeah, and immediately he's like, no, we're starting with an E minor and going from there. And I'm like, okay, everything I've learned is now completely useless to me because I can't go down because I've started, like, everything is like there and a little bit further down, and you've just taken down away from me. I can't go down from an open E minor. There's no more down.
Yeah, your option
there
then
is no more down.
like capo in like 9 or something, 7. Sorry.
Yeah, capo 7, and I don't think that quite works the same.
No,
It makes you sound like a ukulele.
Yeah, you've run out of all of the kind of bottom end there, haven't you?
Yeah, so basically I've got to go away, write down the actual chords, then write down what they are transposed 6 down.
The option you have picked, chord, is not in use. Please make a note of it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've got that to do, which is mildly frustrating. And, yeah. But, you know, it is what it is. And, like, I'm sure, like I say, drunk people will absolutely love it. So it'll be worth it in the end. It's just a case of fucking hell. It's just like, yeah. You play along to it at home and you're like, yeah, no, this is fairly simple. Okay, it's not like a standard chord structure. You jump around a bit. So you've really got to play along to it 4 or 5 times to get it stuck in your head.
Yeah.
And all of that is now useless.
Yeah, it's one of those 80s tunes, isn't it, where they, like, it's simple chords, but the structure of it really fucks with you.
Yeah, there's no, like, the verse structure isn't a structure, and the chorus, like, it's not like it repeats 4 bars like 4 times and then changes them and does that another 4 times. It's not like that at all.
Yeah. Oh, we've got one of them. It's Because of the Night by Patti Smith. Both me and the keyboard player look at each other at different points in the song where I know that he doesn't know this bit despite us having played it for a year and a half.
Yeah.
And he knows that I don't know the next bit, which we've played for a year and a half. And we just, like, every time, how do we not know this? Like, this is like having a blind spot in your music. It's just...
Yeah, no, I totally get it. But yeah, like, so, yeah, I basically learned that and wasted all my time learning it because we're changing the key. But I guess we didn't know that until we attempted it in the original key and it was far too high.
Yeah.
How we didn't realise that, given his Bonnie Tyler's Total Eclipse of the Heart, I don't know, but...
Yeah. You would have thought that he would have gone through it at home and just strummed a couple of chords and went, oh, this is a challenge. I best tell the boys.
Yeah, and actually, no, to be fair to him, he has just had a small child, so getting some time to himself.
Oh, well, yeah, fair play. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I'm actually ranting, and it's probably a little bit unwarranted, but, you know, I've got to bitch about something, haven't I? So.
Yeah, I mean, that's, like, otherwise we'd just be here and, like, what you've been up to this week.
And then the final thing I've done is learn all apart from the solo of Jump by Van Halen, because I can't tap and it's going to be hard. So I just basically, we went through the whole thing and it got to the solo, and I literally just hit my palm into the strings for the solo bit, and I'm like, I'm not fucking learning it now. We'll do that later. We haven't got any gigs lined up, so it's just like just making weird noises. I'm like, this sounds roughly like the solo. They're all fucking looking at me like I got 7 heads.
Yeah, Matt, what the fuck?
It's like, I haven't learned the solo yet. It's fucking, I don't whittly whittle.
Yeah, there are options which are not what you're doing currently, which are better. Like, silence is fine. I reckon what you do is you get a kazoo, like headstock mounted, and when that solo comes up, kazoo comes out, microphone comes on, and you kind of kazoo along to the solo.
Well, what I was contemplating for rehearsal next week is I'll have my phone set to the start of the guitar solo, and I will pick it up off the top of my amp, press the play button, and hold it to the pickup so that it plays through. I'm like, yeah, look, I could do it.
Yeah, no, perfect, fucking nailed it.
And I didn't even have to use my hands.
Yeah, he's got to use 2 hands on his fretboard, and I don't use any.
I mean, that is definitely one way of getting around it. I was just thinking you could have a permanent ditto looper on your pedal board with that solo loaded into it. Yeah, just stamp on that, turn your volume down, and do something that looks kind of similar.
My other thought was just doing the most bluesy solo ever, just like something really slow and melodic and bluesy, and just seeing what people's reaction would be.
Take that, Van Halen. I can write a solo better than you. I mean, you can now. He's dead, so Like,
Yeah, I suppose. But yeah, no, I do want to attempt to learn it because it's a style of music that I've never really tried to learn. Like, the last time I attempted to learn tapping, I'd been playing for about 3 months and wanted to play along to Metallica's One. And that's 17 years ago at this point. So.
oh dear.
I found, like, whenever I'm tapping is I'll use the pick instead of my finger to tap, and you just get a lot more kind of clarity and definition coming through with it.
Oh, there's certain tapping licks that you just cannot do with like edge of pick, because there are certain guitarists who do that, aren't there? I think Angus Young does that in certain songs, where he kind of taps the side of the pick and does like a faux tapping thing. No, there's no substitute for actual tapping. Van Halen used to pick, like, he'd have to pick between his thumb and middle finger, and he'd use his like pointy finger, index finger for those who aren't like 5.
Pointy finger.
The pointy finger, and he'd use that. Yeah, he'd use that to do the tapping. I assume because it's like more dexterous than the rest, because like that's the finger you use for pretty much everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ladies. So that was his technique, but like I'm the other way around, where I'll keep my picking hand standard and I'll use my middle finger to do the tapping.
Yeah, I don't know what my technique will be yet. I'm yet to attempt it.
Yeah, I mean, which one of us is correct? I mean, Van Halen, the godfather and master of tapping, or fucking blues dad? Like, you choose your style. I won't take it personally, Matt.
Yeah. To be fair, I really don't like the idea of changing my pick hand though.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I might just copy it. Like, that would just fit if I was to try and hold a pick, and yeah, that's just wrong. Like, and do like the half rocky ears.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
it's weird.
yeah. I mean, I'm not the only person who does it that way. There's quite competent, like, shreddy boys and girls who tap with the middle finger as well. So it's not that I've made it up. It's a legit thing. It's just I'm not very legit at it.
Shreddy's wheat.
Shred-
Well, that was just an idea that came to the top of my head with shreddies, and
I mean, if you start eating shreddies for breakfast, maybe then the solo will come more naturally. Who knows? Right, I best, because you, like we mentioned, Josh, you've got a big old chunky boy this week. Big girthy.
But don't let me if you need to go first, then go ahead, because that could be a while.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna like quickly breeze through mine, and then we can talk about yours, because yours is a big chunky boy. So this week I did the Tiger Eye distortion on the No Talk All Tone midweek, which is awesome. It's really good. Like, it was surprisingly good. I thought I'd tried it before, but I hadn't. I checked the box when I went to go record it, and it was still sealed up. So I just may have dreamt that I'd tried it before. It was really good. Like, very, very, like, it had a load of clarity, especially considering it's a distortion. Lots of clarity, which you don't tend to find. You tend to find like oversaturation and like really kind of controls on it that get it to be muddy, and there was none of that. It was all like, even when you rolled back on the treble control, it was still giving you like quite a thick sounding but clear distortion tone. Really, yeah. Just I was
surprisingly, like, obviously I've got the video on pedal boards are doing to come with it, but it's surprisingly versatile.
Yeah, really, really much so. And it was one of these pedals that people kept asking for on my channel. So unsurprisingly, it's done very well. Like, it's at about 300 views now, and that's like 2 or 3 days on, something like that. So that's pretty cool.
I didn't look at the name of it and assumed it was a drive pedal when I was listening.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds much more clear than what I think of distortion.
Yeah, and it's that, isn't it? It's got that kind of upper mid-range content that you tend to find is the compressed bit of a distortion. It's almost like the tone you get out of a DS1, but like half of the gain, where it's you've still got some of the clarity, and you've still got like almost like I think it's where the diodes aren't quite in the mix just yet, and you've still got like that headroom still going on. So you've still got the clarity and the dynamic range. It does a lot of that. So yeah, I was really impressed with that. Really impressed. And then at the end of the week, which is not out yet, but it will be out by the time this podcast is the Wampler Triumph. I've already done the Phenom. Phenom.
Yeah, you did.
The Phenom. Yeah, I mean, mentioning the Tiger's Eye, actually, it reminded me a little bit of the Phenom. The Phenom's obviously got more, more to it because it's got the 3-band EQ, and I think it does a wider range of the gain spectrum, but it's very much in that ballpark. So I really like that. The Triumph is, I think, potentially a little bit of a hidden gem going on here. I mean, I was always going to like the drive, weren't I? I was always going to like the drive. But the thing with overdrive usually is you get one tone with an overdrive, don't you? You get the one tone. You get like the gain a little bit more, which usually compresses it a bit too much, and then you like the tonal sweep doesn't really do a great deal because you've got like the muddy end and then the really spiky end, and then you've got the sweet spot. Because this has got the 3-band EQ, the Wampler Triumph, you can get kind of faux blues driver tones by scooping out the mids. You get that really kind of percussive, attacky drive tone. Or you can push the mids up and get more tube screamery, like more of a tube screamery territory. You can, like with the Bad Monkey, you can dial in the amount of bass so you don't have to lose a bit of bass like you usually do with a tube screamer. It's a really, really versatile pedal. And apparently there's 2 internal trim pots as well, which I haven't messed with. But there's even further tonal options in there. But like just from the get-go, really, really versatile. And it's just really cool. So we'll be looking out for that one. I think it might be quite a popular one on my channel. And there's some news about my channel as well, actually. But
hey,
indeed. I think we're probably going to save a little bit of that for the page. We've got a few things that are happening over at BudgetPedalChap HQ. I think we'll save it for the page because we've got a big old chunky chunk of Josh news to go through.
Yeah, it's not often I kind of take the centre stage with it. So I have spent the last few days playing around with the new Cortex 2.0 update, and I was vaguely along the lines on the last podcast, like there were some bits that I had spoken about that actually kind of had come through with it, and some things I was way off, as always. So the kind of the standout with this has now been the integration of hybrid mode, which I already love. I think it's absolutely fantastic. So you get 3 modes on the Cortex. So you get like your preset modes. You got presets 1 to 8. Within each of the presets, you can then set up like 8 scenes. So then you go to scene mode, and then so you say you've got your Marshall JCM 800, so you can have like a lead scene, clean, boost, drive, crunch, whatever. And then you've also got stomp mode. So, say if you just have the amp and you just want to like treat it as a pedal board, can do.
Yeah.
So with the hybrid mode, you can now blend all these together. Say like you want to use preset mode and scene mode together, you can. So you can set it so the bottom, so you get 4. You get 4 at the bottom, 4 at the top.
Okay,
The
so
presets.
you're splitting it into like
so
two
the 4 at the
banks.
bottom can be, say, like, you could have like a Marshall, a Fender, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
And then you can have the 4 scenes on top of that as well. So you can then
So
switch.
like 4 scenes per patch.
Yeah, because yeah. So instead of it being 8, it's then 4 because you split. Because you kind of got your top row doing one part and then your top row
your
doing
bottom
another
row,
part.
doing a completely different. So does that mean you could have then, like, theoretically 16 different sounds based on one thing?
Yeah.
You have like 4 lots of 4 there, right?
Yeah. So like originally, to be fair, when I first got it, I thought you did it all as like the presets. So like I made the 8 presets, not realizing that kind of scene mode existed, and then there was just that kind of literal like as it changes to the preset, just the slightest kind of like
like almost kind of glitchy kind of switching.
Yeah, that's like completely disappeared now when you go into like hybrid mode. So say like if you are going from like a Marshall to your Fender in a completely different preset, can do, and it's
instantly.
It's like the scene modes. It's instantaneous. But like say if you don't want scene in presets, say that you want presets and stomps, you can do presets and stomps. You can interchange them whichever way you want, whichever way works for you. And say like if you've already set up, say, well, all the pedals I want to use are on the bottom, not on the top. Then you just drag the pedal. You can just then drag it to whether you want it to be like on the top or on the bottom. So you don't have to then, so I've got to now, move these 4 pedals down to there and those 4 pedals up to there.
Yeah.
So it kind of works from with how you've already done your presets, which is really useful. I've already kind of had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, it sounds like the kind of stuff you'd do with a MIDI switcher.
Yeah,
yeah. But then with it like built in within the unit, so it's like massively extending the usefulness of the unit itself.
Yeah. Another, like, there's some bits and pieces that I didn't really talk about in the video because I felt like there weren't necessarily things that were kind of worth spending the time on. Because they're not like necessarily kind of, I wouldn't say just applicable to me, but it wasn't worth kind of taking over the time. So they've added a complete global cab and IR bypass. So say if you're running it with a power amp as like, say an effects loop, effects unit or whatever.
Yeah.
You can then just completely disable every cab in the unit.
Oh, okay. So like if you're running one of those
every like IR that's in the
cabinets unit that do the modeling within the speaker itself, or if you wanted to run it through a speaker,
which is
because you don't want to then
either it's like, say, like obviously I run mine through monitors, so kind of my monitors are quite well flat responsed anyway. Yeah,
so you want the imprint of a cab to give a more natural guitar sounds. Whereas if you were running it through like a Marshall 412, say you rocked up at a gig and they says, oh yeah, we've got backline and they've got like a 412 Marshall.
You can just turn it. You haven't got to kind of go into every preset then and turn the cab off. You can just go bosh, done.
Yeah, that makes things a lot more simple, doesn't it?
Yeah. They've added stuff like a global EQ that you can put in before, and kind of before your guitar hit. Say if you've got a really dark sounding guitar or a bright sounding guitar, it's almost like a preamp kind of feature. They've added in gain reduction meters to compressors now, so you can actually see what.
Like you can see the compressor working.
The actual gain reduction. Yeah. Another feature I think is actually been really useful is they've got something called device versioning. So now they're on 2.0, but they've had say 10 updates between 1 and 2, for example.
Yeah.
Say like they've changed the sound on, I don't know, the Tube Screamer that you preferred in version 1.2. you can then pick version 1.2 of the Tree Screamer. Or
oh shit! So they've loaded all of the previous revisions in as well.
Yeah, they've called it like device versioning or something like that.
Yeah.
So then it'll come up like 808 drive, like legacy. So it'll be an older version of it, for example, which I think is quite useful.
Yeah, definitely.
Another big feature they added was so you could already bear with me with this. So obviously you could already upload IRs and then use IRs on the cabs, which was useful. But then the most you could really do with it was either just like pan left, pan right, and change the volume.
Yeah,
that's now gone out the window. They've got an independent cab load IR loader, so you can upload your IR. So you've got single or so you got single or dual. So you can have one IR or two.
Yeah.
And then both of those also have mono and stereo, so you can have dual stereo panned IRs. But then you've also got then the ability to tweak them. So you can add like high pass, low pass, like room mix, delay, fade, like stuff like that.
Yeah. It's almost
like
getting kind of wall of sound levels of editing there, isn't it? Within the unit itself.
I've got a load of like kind of Metallica sounding IRs, and I in the video.
Don't we know? Don't we know?
Yes, we do. And I was playing around with having them in stereo, but then kind of having one as if it was mic'd further back in the room, and it sounds fucking excellent. It sounds so good. I was genuinely really, really impressed. Nice. New devices. We've now got the John Petrucci 2C Plus amp that's been added. So you've got channel 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
And then channels. Obviously, channel 1 is your clean, 2 is your crunch, 3 is your chunky rhythm lead.
Yeah.
But it's even added like you've got presence pull, gain pull, shred mode, which the amps have as well.
Yeah.
Really good sounding amps, actually. I think I'm going to find a lot of use for them.
Yeah, you reckon they're going to be a mainstay, like a new new
I went when I was on doing the video. I want to put the clean one on. I thought, they've captured like, or they've modelled his. He's got the TC Dreamscape.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So they've got that on there. So it's like, okay, perfect. Put that on there with some delay and some reverb, and it was instant JP tones,
nice.
Which was really good. 893 new captures of existing amps and new amps, new pedals. So the two I was really looking forward to was the Game Changer Plasma Drive. That's on there.
Nice.
Which is like, I made a beeline for that. They've got the Tone King, one of the Tone King amplifiers, which they've put in. One that I tried out and I didn't know what it was. It was only after the video I had a look. It's actually called, I've had to pull it up on my phone, the Metal X M1K. And I had no idea what amp it was meant to be. And then I Googled it, and it was the Electro Harmonics amp that they brought out years ago. So they've got captures of that. They've added Silver Jubilees. They've even modelled some Axe Effects stuff on there as well. Which is,
what?
Yeah, which is a little bit mad.
Photocopy and a photocopy, that isn't it?
I was going to say, have they modelled or have they just asked Axe Effects to send them their digital?
Can we copy your code?
I'm not sure, to be honest. But one of the ones I saw on there, which I didn't look at, which I will do, is they've added the Mesa Boogie Tri-Axis, which was kind of like their preamp. I know Metallica used them for a long time. It's like a preamp valve, not a head, but it was a rack mount piece of gear. I don't fully know a lot about it, but it kind of become a main staple of their rig.
Nice.
They've added the Mr. Black Thunderclaw fuzzy overdrive, which is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible, because I used to own this pedal and I really regret selling it.
No, you
Because
don't
it was
have
like a
to.
high gain. It was a high gain distortion pedal, but the more gain you kind of brought in, the more it had like a fuzzy break up to it.
Okay, yeah.
And it was really nice over kind of like solos, because it just added a different texture to the solos. So that kind of being added in there was really nice. And is the other stuff they've done is like general UI kind of tweaks. So instead of it being like, you've got a better search function, you can actually order things now by name. It doesn't, if you order it by name, it doesn't change how it is in your banks. So you haven't got to think, oh, it's going to change everything if I change it to name. No, it still keeps all the banks of presets that you previously had before.
Yeah.
The mad thing that they've done is they've increased the DSP usage again somehow.
They've managed to kind of squeeze some more DSP
So they squeezed more out of it. And they've increased the number of captures up to 3,000 or so now you can hold.
Nice. That's like your own captures.
Yeah, your own captures, the ones you take off the Cortex Cloud. That's not including the 800 that they've just put in.
Mental.
It's the storage in it is blowing your mind, because you could have like 8 presets that would have 1,000 and I'm going to say 72 presets in each set list, but they've now increased that to 12 set lists, but you still have 1,072, I think, in each.
Nice.
So the amount of, obviously no one's going to have that many presets, but the fact it's got the storage to do that is
it's mind blowing, isn't it?
Yeah. Which is why I didn't necessarily gloss over some of these in the video. They've changed the way the captures are done, little bits and kind of pieces like that of housekeeping.
Yeah.
But the new models and the hybrid mode and the IR editor have kind of been the
big
highlight of that.
So I think last time you mentioned you were expecting a like a computer
monosynth.
Yeah, an app for it, weren't you?
Oh, the editor.
An editor. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I was really hoping for the desktop editor.
Still nothing yet.
Still nothing as of yet. I have spoken, I speak to Doug, who is the kind of like the founder of Dark Glass and Neural. We converse quite a lot through Instagram. And he says it is something that they will be putting in at some point. So I know it's coming. I would have liked it in this update. But does it make a huge difference at the moment? Not necessarily.
It's just like a quality of life thing rather than an absolute must.
Yeah, it would have been nice to say, through the Cortex Cloud, whether it's on the app or whether you're doing it on the desktop, to kind of say, I just really want to tweak something on my Metallica one. You can just tweak it on there, save it, and then it knows that you've done it on the Quad Cortex or whatever. Not necessarily having to have it hooked up by USB, because I know it's got the ability, because I can send a preset from my one directly to Rabia's Cortex, because they're linked. Because if you're friends with people on the Cortex app, it links your Quad Cortexes. So they haven't got to go and find your preset on the Cortex Cloud. You can just send it directly to their unit.
Like being friends on a console.
Yeah, kind of. So they've got the ability to do it, and obviously, so it's just kind of going to be waiting for it. But
yeah, I imagine they're going to be waiting until it's right, rather than being able to do it but not quite having it perfect.
Yeah, I don't like the sense I've got with the stuff with Neural that are done is they won't release something or put something on there until it's right, until it's like everything that they've added so far. They haven't necessarily really had to go back and make changes. There's been the odd few bugs here and there, which they'll always have.
Yeah.
But it's not like they've had to go, oh, we've released this, but now we've got to take it off you because it's fucked.
Yeah. They've not had to backtrack on stuff because they've made sure it's right first time. Right, I think we should.
Which I think is good.
We should move on. We've got some news that we're going to cover today, but we've also got a little news from last week, and it's the second time that this has happened. Second time, like the moment we ended the podcast 2 weeks ago, it was news says Jeff Beck's dead. And exactly the same thing happened after the last podcast. Is that David Crosby of Crosby, Stills and Nash? He's a gunner as well. So, fuck you, 2023. You are becoming a 2016 of a year, which we all know how that went.
It's not been the best starts to the year, has it? Let's be honest.
We're still in January. I know January, it lasts about 3 months, but it's not fair. Come on, let's not do it 2023.
Yeah, just calm it down a little.
Yeah.
Everybody protect Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh mate, he's not looking good these days. He's looking very, very frail.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's the same as Ronnie Wood. He'll still be here when I'm dead. He's done enough of all of the drugs to just keep him kind of going for the rest of time.
He's got the magic proportions within him that it's just it's like counterbalancing. He's more drug than man.
His insides have been perfectly preserved.
Yeah, he's pickled, isn't he? Basically.
We digress, but Mr. Not Cosby.
Not Cosby. He could go and die. Crosby. Yeah.
I mean, I can't say I'm much of a fan of Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, or Crosby, Stills and Nash, or wasn't he in the Byrds as well? I think he was in the Byrds as well. All of that stuff is kind of the people who influenced the people that I listen to, rather than something that I've gone and kind of listened to myself. But that kind of era, and especially Crosby, Stills and Nash, is always talked about by some of my favorite musicians. Yeah. So really, I probably should at some point go and do a deep dive into it.
Yeah, there's bound to be stuff there that will take your fancy. I'm exactly the same. I think it's a UK thing as well, isn't it? They seem quite popular over in the States a lot more than in the UK. And that's not to say that UK artists and just general people aren't fans, but it's a generational thing as well. They're definitely a couple of generations before us. Yeah. So I think we missed that one. But yeah, I'm sure there will be. I've never really got Neil Young as well. Loads of people saying he's the one who's influenced it all. And I never really got it. I've heard a few of the hits like "Rockin' in the Free World," and it's okay, but I don't know. But there we go. R.I.P. Mr. Crosby, and let's not have any more of this, please. 2023. That's enough. As we usually do, we have got a hot take from last week. We'll do a bit of housekeeping. The second-hand market is currently overpriced, but the bubble will burst. Apparently, the bubble is going to burst. 80% of the people agreed with that statement. You are there, Matt.
Yeah, I'm just laughing at all the delusional people who think that they're going to get whatever guitar that they were hoping for less than what it's on the market for now. I'm just laughing at them, and they can wait and they can wait and they can wait, and unless they're willing to overthrow the government, then they'll wait forever, or they'll pay the price that it is now or more.
Yeah, 80% of the people said it's going to happen. So, like, by the law of hot take, it's going to happen. Maybe. Josh, you've got a hot take for us this week, haven't you? You've got a hot take.
Yeah, and it's mildly lukewarm. It's mildly lukewarm.
It's the way we like them.
That's movie soundtracks have better production than music albums. So, Black Album, Metallica, or anything like that. Pink Floyd. Movie soundtracks have better production than any musical album.
Yeah, like throughout history as well. So, like the movies that were being produced in the 70s have better production value than the music of the 70s.
I think so. I think it's kind of comes down to, I think, obviously, a lot more money kind of goes into film and cinema and bits and pieces like that. So, you usually tend to have a bit more of a budget that they're willing to spend. And obviously when it comes to working with albums, there are some absolutely fantastic albums with monumental, studio quality and production. But I think when it comes to like having things that are going on the big screen, with things like, I don't know, Star Wars or Lord of the Rings and things like that, the soundtracks have just a better production because there's so many more elements going on into them.
Oh yeah, you see those like movie soundtrack productions, and you see like an absolute studio full of like orchestral musicians doing like playing these themes. And you're like, shit, man, that's immense. Whether the final product quality is better than music, like music production.
I say with quality, I'm not necessarily saying that it's number one in the Billboard charts. Like, I'm not meaning like obviously with that quality. I'm on about the general. What's the word I'm looking for?
Sound quality, like production value.
Yeah, production value. I think is a better way to.
I'm not sure I could argue against. I'm sure, like, if you look back through and like actually, like, if I think about it, things that I would argue might push you are things like, if you listen to a Toto album, there is a hell of a lot of production value. If you listen to the recording of Africa with a decent set of headphones on, there is a lot more going on than you even would notice as a musician just listening to it. Like, there's like 3 or 4 like acoustic guitar tracks that you can barely hear that are doing different things and adding different bits, and like it's percussion all over the place, and there is that kind of like added production value. But I hate production value. If I want to listen to a band, I want to listen to the band. What I hate is overcompressed. Every big album, top-selling modern album for the last 25 years has far too much compression on it, so you can't really hear any dynamics. What I want is every album should sound like Kill 'Em All. It should just sound like somebody has stuck a microphone in a room with 2 guitar cabs, a bass cab, and a drummer, and people are screaming into an SM58, and like that's the kind of production value I want. I don't want to hear your desk take away the dynamics and any kind of tiny mistakes that musicians make. And I'm in a minority. I totally understand that, but I don't want your production values. I want to know that if I go and watch the band, I will get the same, almost the same experience as listening to the album.
Yeah, so I sit somewhere in the middle of this. I reckon. I think, like, aside from the like the super top 40 over compressed, everything is one volume, and you're basically getting like you get a block of waveform rather than any waveforms. If you listen to the like the overall mix of anything within the past kind of 20 years compared to stuff way back in the day, it's just like the instruments are clearer to hear, and like studio techniques have come on so much, and the technology that we've got for the most part has helped in the that pursuit of like super fidelity with your the audio of what we're hearing. Along the way, some of it has lost a bit of that character, and I think we've lost sight of that, the beauty of shoving a microphone in a room and just letting happen what happens. Because like almost everything, no matter how raw it is, gets like the Vocaloid treatment where like auto tune. It's Melodyne, isn't it? Sorry, that does the auto tuning, and like even the stuff that you would expect, like the artists that you'd expect would go, no, we don't want any of that. That'll still be on there somewhere.
Yeah.
And that's kind of annoying, but like the sacrifice for that kind of like fixing the impurities is that you get really high fidelity audio, and you can really clearly hear like what the instruments are doing these days.
And like I get that, and to be fair, where you need that very much so is as Josh was like bringing this back to the like kind of film soundtracks. You need it in those film soundtracks because you need the right instrument to be able like to hear the right thing at the right time, and to have it say exactly what the composer wants you to say. Like if you're taking Star Wars and Jurassic Park and like I forget what the dude's name is, something Williams, is it?
Yeah, John Williams.
Yeah. Like his stuff, don't get me wrong, absolutely fantastic. It's all ripped off of Gustav Holst, but we can ignore that and like kind of push that down because it's out of copyright, so it doesn't really matter. But like, yeah, absolutely fantastic. But you're right. Like for the films, like the production quality is 100% there. But I think it has to be, especially like at the volume that you're going to have it in a cinema. Like it doesn't really matter for your TV speakers at home that you could fart louder than. But like if you're going to the cinema to try and experience these things, like if the production quality wasn't there on a film, you would hear it, and it would be the first thing that anybody thought of as they came out. Or did you hear that fucking out of tune violin that ruined that really suspenseful moment? Or
yeah, like a chair squeaking. Or
yeah. So like, and I get that, but like I think there are albums out there that have that kind of production level, and I don't really think you need it on a band.
Yeah, I think actually, the albums that have the biggest impact on me are the ones that you can hear the fucking just someone chatting in the background of like track 3, like they forgot to like cut out this certain section of a thing, and you can hear like you can hear someone having a chat in the studio, or like you can hear the squeaking of John Bonham's pedal on the Zeppelin albums and stuff like that. It does add the character.
You hear somebody's tapping their foot next to a spring tank on an amp, and you can just hear the boing boing, just kind of like just there in the background. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I love, and like the absolute rawness of it. And it's just me. I'm not saying everybody should have that opinion. Nah. I'm trying to better myself as a human because apparently I'm a boomer.
No, fuck that. That's character. That is, isn't it? It's character in music. It gives you the sense that real humans made that thing.
Yeah, and
whereas like movie isn't. It's not grounded in reality. It's not meant to have those human qualities, is it?
I mean, yeah, like especially like Star Wars. Like if you're watching things fly through space, you've got that suspension of disbelief. You don't need to think that everything is being made by a person at that time.
Yeah. Yeah, so actually we're probably talking that we agree that film production, like the music and film production, is better by design, but actually, like, music production shouldn't be that, because the point, like the whole idea behind music in film is to convey the emotion of what you're seeing on screen, whereas the point of music as an art form is to convey the emotion of the people who are making it. And all of those, like, tiny little flaws show the character of the people who made it and show that it was made by humans. I don't know. This is something that the listeners can debate, because it is down to you. So in the Fret Talk podcast group, you will find a poll that I will definitely make by the time that this comes out. It will be there, don't worry.
Where can they find the Fret Talk podcast group?
On
They're a new listener.
Go on Facebook. There's adverts for it in Pedalboards of Doom, and you literally go to the little bar at the top of Facebook, the search bar, and type in Fret Talk podcast, and you can find it. The fact that you've done a plug for the Fret Talk podcast group, I'm going to do another plug, because I was going to do this week, but I completely forgot. But Josh, you reminded me, so well done. I want some reviews. I want some reviews to happen. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, which used to be iTunes, throw a review on it. If you're listening on Spotify, or listening on, I don't know, what else are we on, like Acast or Stitcher or
Amazon,
any?
Amazon have podcasts.
We might be. I don't know. If you listen on any one of those, throw a review on, hopefully a 5-star one, because I know, like, you're already this far in, you've got to like it, surely.
Please tell us that we're not boomers.
I mean, you can tell us that we're boomers if you like. Just throw a 5-star review on it, because I think it really helps spread the word for the podcast, and it's free to do. So just go ahead and share a bit of the love. We got some news. Let's do some news. Right, so we've got two things. We've got Korg, not the guy from Thor movies.
Ragnarok.
Indeed. And Love and Thunder. He's in both. No, not that guy. Little rock, paper, scissors joke. No, not him.
That was the worst New Zealand accent I've ever heard in my life.
Go on then.
No! I can barely do my own accent, let alone other accents. They all sound like racist Indian accents when I do them.
Steer clear. Korg. They have released two pedals, but kind of haven't. They've released two pedals: the harmonic distortion and the power tube reactor. The HDS is the harmonic distortion. The power tube reactor. TSS.
TRS, according to this article that you sent me.
Oh, is it?
No. Oh, no, hang on a minute. Sorry, no, in the title it's TRS, and in the photo it's TSS.
There you go. So TSS, TRS. What? I mean...
What? None of that makes sense.
Yeah, but why call it, like, of all the things, TS? Like, really? But anyway, so... These
Wonder
things,
what flavour it is.
So these things are they're new tube pedals basically. They've got 4 controls on them. The harmonic distortion's got volume, tone, gain, and it's got a built-in noise gate as well. But it also has a little panel on the front with 3 internal trimmers that you can get to. So you can change the trimmers, exactly what we were asking for when we were talking about trim pots. Easily accessible trim pots. So hats off to you, Korg. And that's for that. I think it's 3 gain stages that you can blend between to give you like a more smooth or a more aggressive distortion tone, which is really cool. So you can like set the flavour of gain to your own liking. The Power tube reactor has got volume, power sag, mix between direct and tube, and then gain. And it's got 3 internal trim pots for the power sag. So it affects the power sag by the looks of it. Like it's got a tone and all of this.
Sustain and threshold.
There you go. So, sounds pretty good, doesn't it? And these pedals are about 200 quid. Which for a new tube pedal, which does all of that stuff, you're thinking, this might be they might be onto something here. Where is the drawback? Where is the drawback?
Well, there's a big drawback, isn't there?
Well, there is. I mean, it can either be seen as a massive drawback or a fun little project for the weekend. One of the two. Basically, you have to build these pedals yourself. It is a pedal kit. It is not built for you, and you have to build them. So if you can build pedals, if you know how to build pedals, this could be a way of building something that you feel really like a real self-satisfaction for doing. It's also new tube technology, which I've not soldered before. I don't know what I'm doing with that. I'm sure there's quite a lot of us who haven't done that because
there's a video on YouTube for it.
Let's see, if we can see what a new tube even looks like.
A new tube.
That's what they put in. They put it in a tube. Was it the TS? They put it in like a new tube screamer, didn't they?
The new tube screamer, yeah.
Indeed, they did.
Didn't it absolutely flop?
Yeah, nobody bought one.
No,
they've got them in the little Vox heads as well, haven't they? Vox have got some sort of.
The MV50s.
Yeah,
I think it was a stupid price as well. The tube screen, wasn't it? Like 350
quid. When it was new, it was 350 quid. I don't know. So the advert video for this as well excellently has pre-built pedals in it, so that they don't show you the parts and that you've got to put it together.
Standard. Yeah, I think the new tube technology itself has been very closely guarded because it was developed by Korg. So they license it to people, but they don't like freely give it out. So you don't see like many new tube pedal kits on the like pedal kit market.
Well, so you will now because you just buy one of these and then throw the rest of the circuitry away.
I mean, you could do.
Be really expensive, but
yeah, like 300 quid for just the part. Oh, sorry, 200 quid just for the single part. little bit.
Buy in bulk. It'll knock 20 quid off.
I'm sure they fucking won't. But there we go. So it's a massive kick in the dick, that, isn't it? What do we think, boys? Should a pedal that you're buying for £200 be a DIY kit?
No.
No, you're right. Correct.
Like, don't get me wrong. Offer this at 120 quid maybe, because I know some of the cheap companies are offering like painted pedal kits at like 100 quid, $100. Say, okay, it's a fancy new thing, maybe 120 quid. Even then I wouldn't do it, but I know some people would. But also, if you're going to release these as your new pedals, offer people you putting them together yourself, so that, you know, like I won't go anywhere near this because I struggled to put together basic components onto a pedal and get it all to work. And I managed it like 3 or 4 times when I was doing that. What I don't want to do is like new tube technology, trim pots, cram it all into a small enclosure. There's lots of knobs on it. Just no.
Yeah, there's lots of space to fuck this up, isn't there? And if
being funny, I don't like a pizza I've made myself. Why am I going to enjoy a pedal I've made myself?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
There are drawbacks here. Yeah.
Can't argue with that. I don't understand. Even if you're going to offer this at 200 quid, offer it at 275 quid, but you've made it so that people can check that, you know, they might like this pedal. You can't go in and try this in your local fucking guitar store, can you? Oh, sorry, we haven't soldered our one yet.
Do you know exactly what it's like? And it's actually probably the perfect reference for this. It's like Caterham you can buy a Caterham from Caterham for £27,000, for example, and it's ready made for you. There you go. It's a car. I can get in it. I can drive it away.
Yeah.
Or you can pay 10 grand less and build it yourself. But if you build it yourself, your wife will leave you. She'll take the kids. You'll be left in like a garage doing nothing, peeing in a bucket. It's the same principle. I do not want to pay money to build a pedal myself. If I wanted to do that, I'd ask Stuart Tate for help and actually get him to train me.
Yeah, you'd buy the kit and straight away go, Stu, how much are you charging to put this together for me? Absolutely. And you know then it'll be put together solid.
Yeah, and it'll work.
Yeah.
If I put it together, there's like a 1 in 5 chance that it'll work.
What it would happen, you'd make it, you'd plug your guitar in, and you'd from a chord, you just see poof, and some little blue electrical smoke just comes out the side.
Yeah, and there's a 1 in 5 chance that it'll work, as in a sound will come out of it, and then there's a 1 in 5 chance that all of the controls will do the right thing.
Oh yeah,
so
like it'll make
1 in
the right
25
sound,
of them that I make might make the right sound.
Yeah. Yeah, like you'll get 4 out of the batch that are fuzz pedals, even though it's not a fuzz pedal.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I've built this wrong, I'm on.
And then there's 20 that I just have to throw in the bin because I can't work out why they're wrong.
Makes strange clicking sounds. It kind of passes signal, but it's just like clock noise.
Yeah. To be fair, I reckon I tried to make about 9 pedals, and I think 3 of them were mute switches.
Well, there you go. I mean, you made something. It's not the pedal you were aiming for, but it's still a pedal.
Yeah.
Right, I think we're going to end it there, to be honest, boys, because I looked at the time. We're pretty much on time. We're going to save the Black Star stuff for next week, I reckon.
Cool.
Because why would we not? Why? So how do we end a podcast? How do we do this? We thank our listeners. Thank you, listeners. We also say thank you to the Patreon listeners who, for as little as $2 a month, you can be part of this exclusive, amazing, and quite frankly, sexy crew. These people are these people are as follows. We've got Mr. Andrew Bimson of The Rising of the Lights. We have got Mr. Doug Christ of 37 Effects, of Masters of the Cinematic Universe, and the Just Surprise Me podcast. We have got Mr. Hugh G-Rection.
Way.
Denny worked it. Wrong podcast. Who else have we got? After that, we've got Mr. Ben Fletcher of Fletcher Pickups. We've got Mr. Brian Gower of the Tone Jerks podcast and the Second Button podcast. If you wanted to know where Denny Whacked It was from, check out the Tone Jerks podcast. And finally, we have got Mr. Ross Philpotts. Booyah. Those are the coolest people I know. So if you want to catch me online, you would catch me at Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube /BudgetPedalChap. YouTube is the home to the No Talk or Tone series, which this week features the K-Line Tiger's Eye. My brain's just completely melted there. The K-Line Tiger's Eye and the Wampler Triumph Overdrive. Both of which, big budget pedal thumbs up. Matt, where can we find you online?
You can find me at Twitter and Instagram at heel_MattQ, or just post in the group and tag me and throw abuse at me.
I mean, it's been happening this week.
And it's just completely valid as well.
Indeed. Yeah, it's mainly Bimson, we'll be honest. But yeah, we're cool with that. Josh, where can we find you?
You can find me at the Corona Mortis on Instagram, and you can find me on YouTube at Josh Castle TCM.
Ooh.
M for mother.
M for mother. Excellent. That's definitely the phonetic alphabet, isn't it? What's it? M for Movember, isn't it?
Mike.
Yeah, M for Movember and P for pterodactyl.
N is for Nike. Yeah. or Nike, whichever.
Yeah.
I have a funny story about the phonetic alphabet, but I cannot say it on the podcast, even as the bad joke.
Oh dear. Right. So, speaking of which, from myself, Mr. BudgetPedalChap, from Mr. Matt Quine, say bye, Matt.
Bye, Matt.
Way. And from Mr. Oh my gosh, it's Josh. It will be a tatty bye and good night for this week. So, Rabbit. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
So, Rabbit. Sorry.
What do you call a belt made of watches?
I don't know what you make it. Oh, it's a waistline, isn't it?
It's a waste of time.
Oh. Oh.
I see Matt's irony is like, for fuck's sake. I did see an Eric Clapton one on this page of jokes that I'm on, and I was like, oh, an Eric Clapton joke. This would be appropriate. I read it. It was not appropriate.
Is it the one like, what's the difference between a bag of cocaine and a child?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we know that one. It's fucking horrendous. It's what it is.